Yeah. Nice. Sounds good in here. If I could just get my iPhone to come on.
You say you think I got some problems. You don't know me. You swearing now.
Today, still down to drop my fifth studio album. It's Jamming Up the Frame. It just reached number 9 on iTunes, and it's only what, like, it's not even like God damn, it's that New York shit right there. That's New York shit. Real talk though, the album's out now. Jamming Up the fucking Frame. I definitely want to give a shout out to everybody that's on the fucking album. Pastor Troy, Young Buck, Bubba Sparks, Big Lazy, Thug Therapy, Miscellaneous, Part T, shit, fucking everybody, man. Lil Will, you know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody that's on the album. Shout out to Big Boy for the tracks, man.
Sitting on the corner, smoking marijuana, age 12. Never thought I'd have a picture off inside the XXL. Started freestyling, 16 in the cap.
11, 12 years old. My best friend at the time, he lived 5 houses down from me. His name was Mookie. Rest in peace, he died in a motorcycle accident. He was like my first black friend. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's got their first white friend, everybody's got their first black friend. Mookie was my first black friend. We kicked it every day. We walked to school together. And one day, he comes out of my house and he's like, "You got a tape player, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I stole this from my brother, man. This shit is dope. You gotta listen to it." He was like, "Pop it in." He was like, "Don't turn it up too loud though, because our parents, we're young. We're like 11, 12, you know." I pushed play and it went. And it was my mind playing tricks on me. You know what I mean? And it was just like, I was hooked. I was just like, what is this shit?
Would you beat him to the floor in the club? I sure will. Would you jack
People in Memphis can do this stuff? We can do this? Oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start rapping. Yeah, I started Breezy's Mafia when I was 17, you know? I'll be 30 this year, so that's 13 years running with the same people. That's dedication.
Right.
And loyalty as well.
And they've gone off to do their own things. Obviously, Juicy J and Taylor getting out like...
Juicy's a good.
Yeah.
He's on fire right now. Shout out to the Juice Man.
Yeah.
Stoner's Night. DJ Paul's like a father figure to me. Like really. Like I've always, like years before I met the man, I looked up to him as a you know, a very powerful Memphis rapper that really knows what he wants to do, see, and he does that shit. He goes for it and he gets it. Juicy's like my godfather. So like these two guys are not just some people that I've rapped for the last 10 years. We've developed a real bond. Like they got my back to the fullest. When they won the Oscar.
The Oscar goes to... It's hard out here for him. Oh my God. Jordan Houston, Cedric Coleman, and Paul Bogart. It's hard out for him. Hustle and flow.
They literally like disappeared off the face of the map for like 2-3 months. I couldn't get a hold of nobody. I'm sitting there thinking like, oh man, they won the Oscar. Now they're saying answering the phone. What's going on?
Right.
Man, what's up? I'm your boy. I'm back here in Memphis rooting for the team. What's up? And you know, Paul calls me like 3 weeks later and he's like, "Yo, bro, man, sorry, man. I've seen your calls. I've seen your texts, dude. I have been doing 200 interviews a day since we won this Oscar. We've been on We've been on all these shows. We've been on Jimmy Kimmel Live. We've been here. We had to fly to Europe over here, blah, 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 blah." He's like, "Man, I ain't been bullshitting you. As a matter of fact, I got some good news." And I'm like, "What's up?" I said, because I was starting to get worried there for a minute. "What's up?" He's like, "We got a reality show on MTV." And I'm like, "What do you mean we?"
You know what you need to be doing? You need to be asking the man to write your album, because that's whack. You got two of the best producers in the business, period. You got to showcase money. You down here sitting on your ass, man. Why you being so hard on that man?
The verse that I will drop tomorrow, I wrote tonight.
There is no tomorrow, Lil Wyte.
Man, you need to go to your room and calm down.
You go up there, come up with a hook, and I go to my room. You go write a hook, and I go in there and come to my door.
You are crazy.
You want to be black, and you ain't black. You're just a punk. That's all you is, a punk.
I suppose I'm supposed to drown myself in my sorrow.
Yeah, because you know that's all you got. Everything you got is in that cup. All your life, your strength, everything is in that cup.
Why don't you drink it?
Come on, punk. I want to kick your ass.
It was one of the most memorable experiences I'll ever have. I mean, it really was, because to be
with 3 6 Mafia, my mentors who I grew up listening to
Mm-hmm.
now be in the major MTV spotlight with them. You know, same frame.
I pay the bay, I throw them thumbs. Who gives a what where you from? You two, I be that told them to go.
Just somebody who you find they may say ignorant things, they may act a little ignorant.
This is what I will say. I'll say this. I'm not a fan of the actual music that they deliver because it is on an ignorant level, but the energy that Waka Flocka brings is outstanding. But when it comes to lyrics, he's not the sharpest tool in the tool shed. I've actually met Waka. Shout out to Waka. I'm not talking shit, but he knows that. I think he even said it in the MGK song. Like,
okay, think you're a hard rapper? Hell yeah. You think you're a good rapper? Fuck no.
he said that. So like, I think when it comes to
you don't have to explain.
Lack of intent.
Next question. Who would you say is the most underrated rapper in the game right now? Besides yourself or anybody you're affiliated?
Most underrated rapper in the game right now. I'm gonna go with I think Ace Hood's fixing to do some damage.
Alright, on the flip side, who would you say is the most overrated?
Most overrated artist?
Doesn't mean they're horrible, just means you're like everywhere and they're okay. You're not like
Future. Put this shit on film. Which one?
You know exactly what the hell, but
I just told her that's the representation of me cutting my baby mama out of my life.
oh, you was on your neck like that?
Man. No, I just caught her in bed with one of my homies.
How to do it?
What's up, World Star? I told you I was gonna make it one day. And everything's gonna get aired out.
When I passed out, that bitch was on the creek, fucking with two of my homies, and I ain't gonna say who they are.
I'm a Libra, man, and Libras are very loyal people. Once we find something we like, we stick with it until it fucks us. And that's when it's really gonna get grimy, because Libras don't like getting fucked, because we're such nice people. We will stay loyal to people so hard, to the point, sometimes we're even blinded that we're being screwed because we got so much love.
So, since you've been through so much, as far as knowing what the music game is about, what would you say is the biggest lesson you've learned thus far?
Save your money.
Save your money.
Yeah.
Okay.
I blew a lot of it at a young age. And I'm gonna tell you like this. Out of everybody that's ever had their stories about politics fucked me out of this, that's fine. That might have happened to you. Y'all might have a completely different relationship. I've always got mine. I mean, I think all these young artists nowadays that are getting these big checks and they're going out here and buying a $150,000 chain and then they get whooped for it on World Star, you deserve that shit.
Man, I want to send a major shout out to World Star. And the reason why I say that is because it changed the game. It really did. At first, I'm not finna lie, I didn't understand it. I really didn't. I didn't know what was going on. But once I really figured it out, genius. Shout out to World Star, man. Real talk. People in the comments are brutal, boy. Motherfucking World Star comments. I love them. I've had baby mamas that ain't talked to me as bad as some of them people on World Star comments say. But hey, you gotta have haters too, man. But there's a lot of people that love the music too, so.
Everybody that wants to know what the white music movement's all about, man, just search the shit, man. We got none but talented artists. Most of them are from Memphis. Shamrock's from Atlanta. So we got some very talented people on my team, and I wouldn't fuck with nobody if they weren't talented. So white music.